Was the American moon landing a fake? The Apollo 11 mission was an extraordinary accomplishment that took place on July 20, 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the moon. Around 530 million TV viewers watched as the astronauts took their historic steps on the moon's surface. The crew safely returned to Earth, but in the years that followed, some people claimed that the moon landing had been faked. These conspiracy theories, which gained popularity in the mid-1970s, suggested that the U.S. government had staged the moon landing to win the space race with the Soviet Union. Those who deny the moon landing often argue that the images transmitted back to Earth from the moon's surface contain anomalies that suggest they were staged. However, Rick Feinberg, a press officer for the American Astronomical Society, who has a PhD in astronomy, states that these arguments have been debunked and that the same claims continue to surface. Most of these claims began at a time when Americans had lost trust in their government due to events such as the Pentagon Papers and Watergate. However, Feinberg points out that faking the moon landing would require a massive cover-up, involving around 400,000 scientists, engineers, technologists, machinists, and electricians who worked on the Apollo program. It would be highly unlikely for so many people to keep such a secret for over 50 years, making the conspiracy theory implausible. Let's go through the top 3 forms of evidence that might suggest the landing was faked. 1. What's up with the flag waving in space? According to conspiracy theorists, the moon landing is a fake because the American flag planted on the moon appears to be flapping in the wind. However, Rick Feinberg, a press officer for the American Astronomical Society, clarifies that the flag was not an ordinary flag. NASA designed a special flag for the astronauts to take to the moon, and it was designed to appear as if it was waving in the breeze. The flag would have hung slack if it was an ordinary flag, and this would not have made for an appealing photo. 2. There's no stars in the pictures. Explain that. Another argument that conspiracy theorists use to support the idea that the moon landing was fake is the fact that the astronauts did not capture images of the stars while on the moon. Feinberg explains that this is because all of the exposures of the astronauts on the moon were done during the daytime, and the surface was brightly illuminated by the sun. Additionally, the astronauts were wearing highly reflective white spacesuits, which meant that the exposure on their cameras was too short to capture the comparatively dimmer stars. 3. Those aren't normal shadows. Skeptics of the moon landing also claim that the shadows in the images are not accurate, and that this is proof that the landing was faked. They argue that if the sun was the only source of light, it would not be possible to see certain objects in shadow. However, Feinberg explains that the lunar ground reflects the sun's light, which means that sunlight is scattered into the shadows, allowing some objects to be seen even though they are in shadow. So was the moon landing a fake? You have to decide that for yourself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.